Instead of breaking down the news, he has now become the news. Legal mindset, shout out to him. He has had excellent legal takes on so many different topics, from Johnny Somali to a bunch of different VTuber stuff, which I'm not really that apprised of, no offense or anything like that. But this time around, he decided to break down the ongoings of the Hasan situation over on Twitch. Which one am I referring to? Well, he decided to brandish a firearm, or at least something he presented to be a firearm, and was, spouting off some very interesting and provocative phrases that a lot of people could interpret as, in fact, a threat. And, well, Twitch, we kind of know that they have a soft spot in their anus for a terrorist sympathizer. So, of course, everybody was waiting and seeing if there were any repercussions for somebody brandishing a firearm on stream and uttering what could obviously be perceived as threats of violence, see if they would take any sort of repercussions, and lo and behold, they didn't. So, of course, Andrew, being a prominent legal pundit, being somebody who very much takes like a duck to water when he sees a streamer acting a fool, breaks down the situation and how it could have negative effects on Twitch. And, well, Hasan has responded in his typical I know barely anything about a subject way and tries to brush it off and looks like a dink. But before we do that, let's get to what has drawn the ire of Chank's nephew. Twitch faces significant criticism over Hasan Piker livestream incident as attorney at Legal Mindset. Well, he is Legal Mindset unless he set up a corporate. Anyways, ramps up pressure. Okay. Twitch streamer and political commentator Hasan Piker is facing growing controversy after a live stream in which he allegedly doxed a viewer while brandishing what appears to be a weapon on the screen. Yeah, he had what looks to be just, a little pistol. Doing the same thing that he does the moment that he sees, a little bit of criticism in his chat. He freaks out like an emotional 12-year-old and then bans them. But just first and foremost, parades them on the screen so that the rest of the simps, all of the, tier 3 subs, can go ahead and laugh at one of their former comrades being marched off to the gulag. The incident, yes, which occurred during a July 3rd broadcast, has ignited fierce debate across social media platforms and raised questions about Twitch's content enforcement standards. During the stream, Piker addressed a viewer who had reportedly issued an unpleasant message in chat that likely crossed the line. And because Piker has such thin skin, it could have just simply been something as easy as, "No, I think you got that wrong." "No, you think I got that. But rather than handling in a way that many would see as appropriate, Piker acted differently. No, he acted very congruently with how he normally handles this type of stuff, but in response, Piker named what he claimed to be the viewer's YouTube channel and aimed what looked like a weapon directly at the camera, telling the person to pull up, and later claimed that the weapon was a toy or a prop meant to be a sarcastic jab rather than a genuine threat. Well, here's the thing, okay? Like in my closet that is just off to my left here, okay, I can go and grab just a little BB gun, but it has an orange cap on the top of it, and I've used it for a couple of different recreations and a few jokes as well. It's just, I've never threatened anybody and made it seem like I have the ability to enforce violence upon them in the process. But then again, I don't have any legal, or preferential deference afforded to me by any platform. "Good luck," Piker said on the stream, in what many interpreted in a threatening tone. Yes, critics argue that the combination of doxing, revealing personal information, and brandishing even a fake weapon crosses a serious line. Though Piker downplayed the incident, as he always does, the clip quickly spread online, prompting backlash from both fans and fellow streamers. Yeah, because he always downplays, an incident. It's kind of like how he gets exposed for, chair streaming content, putting on a video, and then disappearing for minutes and better part of an hour on end, and then just, criticizes it as, kill stream Nazis, like they take stuff like out of context, and like, fine, I just won't play like his content, even though he just said that, if I could just, let me promote my stuff at the end, but I don't do that. You can fuck off, ban you're banned. Twitch partner and popular streamer Asmongold Gold criticized Piker's actions as recklessly and potentially unlawful. Whether it's a toy gun or not, you just can't point it at someone after naming their info on a live stream. Yeah, that's not just TOS breaking behavior, it's possibly illegal. Yeah, because if you present something as a weapon, okay, in the case of, certain self-defense context, if somebody has a reasonable degree for there to be for them to be fearful of their life and safety, they can retort in a manner in which they deem fit. And of course, this is very different. This is through a screen and all, but all things considered, still potentially illegal. And here comes a real lawyer to break it down. Legal commentary surrounding the incident quickly followed, most notably the YouTube channel Legal Mindset, which offers legal analysis on internet controversies. Yes, in the video titled "Lawyer Lays Down the Law on Hasan," attorney Andrew Esquire broke down the potential legal implications of Piker's behavior. Okay, Esquire also emphasized that intent is not always a shield from legal consequences. Even if you say it was satire or sarcasm, the law looks at how a responsible person would interpret the act, and this didn't look like a joke to many people watching. Complicating matters further, some have pointed to Twitch's inconsistent enforcement history, specifically in regards to Piker. Critics argue that while other streamers have faced suspensions or bans for far less, Piker has not yet been penalized. Yes, the situation echoes past controversies, including Piker's temporary Twitch ban from 2021. Yes, for America deserved, what was that, 411? 611. 511, right? They deserve short kings. Piker himself has not issued a formal apology. In follow-up commentary, he dismissed the backlash as a right-wing crying. Right, okay. Suggesting that his critics were overreacting. He drew comparison to fellow content creator Moist Critical, who jokingly wielded, prop weapons in his own video. Yeah, the one that immediately comes to mind in regards to stupid-ass Charisma Vacuum Charlie pulling out a rifle and saying this is a magazine, dumbass, in regards to Sneeko calling fucking clips from a Glock. Calling magazines a clip from a Glock because Sneeko's retarded. And if those two could just get into a slap fight, they could just, save everybody a lot of problems and headache. But to be completely honest, I haven't thought of either of them until this very moment for a very long time. But thanks, Hasan, for just bringing up those two jackasses. But however, detractors argue in the context in Piker's case, doxing, followed by what could be perceived as a threat, makes the situation fundamentally different. Yeah, exactly, because that wasn't publicly available information. I'm sure you could connect some dots, okay? And if they're using the same screen name on YouTube as they are on Twitch, it's totally different things. They're totally different platforms, but the same criticism applies. The incident has reignited debates over what constitutes acceptable behavior on live streaming platforms and then whether high-profile creators are held to the same standards as others. Well, yeah, if you know anything about Twitch, it's very obvious who's their golden boy and who the rest of the platform is and what rules they need to adhere to. If law enforcement takes interest, especially in a state like California, where these matters are taken seriously, there could be consequences beyond Twitch. And yeah, that's what Andrew deduced. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, right? But because Hasan is a very level-headed individual, yeah, he goes on to blast Legal Mindset amid toy gun controversy, calls him a fucking psychotic mega lawyer. Yeah, this is going to end up going out exceedingly well for you, okay? Because unlike him wielding a toy gun, he has shown up to a battle of wits 100% unarmed. Hasan is he's a 75 IQ individual lording over a group of 65 IQ people. He's a dumb motherfucker. Andrew's a lawyer. A practicing lawyer, an established lawyer, a successful lawyer with a successful channel. He didn't need nepotism in order to break in. But yo, man, you want to pick a fight with with Andrew? Best of luck to you, stupid. Okay, yeah, Twitch star, quote unquote. Hasan didn't hold back, and this time his target is conservative YouTuber and lawyer Andrew Legal Mindset. During a recent stream, Hasan went off on viewers asking him to respond to Legal Mindset's video. Yeah, and because Hasan doesn't like to take criticism at all whatsoever, yeah, he'll say that Legal Mindset is a passport bro and a fake lawyer. So funny, right? Because he probably says, I don't know anything about this guy, but he'll also know way too much because his mods will just tear apart an opponent's life and speedrun the idiot. Enough information to be dangerous, but still not enough for him to be properly informed. All of this stems from a recent incident that blew up online. A clip went viral showing Hasan seemingly brandishing a toy gun, exactly at a screen, while reacting to Apex Crypto, a YouTuber who had criticized him. Oh wow, imagine that. This clip caused a stir, with critics claiming it violated Twitch's terms of service. Exactly. Enter Legal Mindset, who jumped on the viral movement because, yeah, it's social media personality acting like a jackass. It's kind of what Andrew does. Like, I don't know, man. But yes, in it he alleged that Hasan's actions, including the toy gun stunt and supposed doxing, were breaches of Twitch's rules. Yes. Hey, you don't even need to be a lawyer to come to that conclusion. Hasan made it clear, that he has zero interest in reacting to Legal Mindset's video. He launched into a full-on rant, which I'm sure is a very, very, very coherent, very well articulated, and definitely lines out a bunch of interesting points. Branding Legal Mindset a right-wing freak who streams on Rumble and isn't even a real lawyer. Oh, so yeah, he's an idiot. Okay. Hasan further roasted his fans for being drama perverts. Let's just go ahead and backtrack a little bit. Okay, so all of this stemmed off of Hasan reacting to a video of somebody also criticizing him. But Andrew's fans are drama perverts. Makes sense. And joked that if he reacted to every Rumble lawyer talking about him, he'd lose his mind. Which ones are we talking about? Like the urinal cake enthusiasts? Bro, I don't even know. Legal Mindset, yes, who covered the entire episode on his Twitch. Yeah, I'm sorry. In his video, Twitch has a problem. Or a Hasan problem, okay, argued that Hasan's behavior violated Twitch's TOS around the 6-minute mark. He said this clearly is against their TOS, both doxing and the threatening. Oh no, but he's just a hater, right? Hasan's fake lawyer remark, as Legal Mindset posted a calm yet pointed reply on X. I've started to enjoy when people resort to ad hominem, as it makes their lack of capacity for informed and objective debate. And yeah, Andrew knows all about Hasan. Everybody knows all about Hasan at this point in time. He is a total fucking idiot, and if he would do us all a favor and just simply swallow that fake gun, we wouldn't have to talk about Twitch being a cesspool that it is, because that would do 90% of the cleanup by itself overnight. Take a fucking cap to the tonsils, because we know how you got to the top of Twitch, and it is something that also, hit the back of that fucking throat. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo, and I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.